Hi, I'm Des Dowling. Welcome to MPTV, the show that tells you everything you need to know about real estate. And tonight we're in the beautiful inner Melbourne suburb of Fairfield, home of course to the famous Fairfield Boathouse. Our panel tonight will discuss issues surrounding retirement. Is it better to invest in property, shares or maybe superannuation? David Hallett from Archie Centre shows us the benefits of going up when doing an extension. Now, David Hallett from Archie Centre, you've brought me to lovely Northcote to discuss the options of going up rather than out when you renovate, and that's because this property, which from the street you can hardly tell, has a fantastic second-storey addition.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job, and we'll hear from our architect Andrew shortly. But it's a common dilemma for a lot of people. Do we go up or out if we're looking to make our home bigger? Going up typically attracts a bit of a cost penalty, but you preserve your garden. Going out might be a little bit more cost effective, but you're going to relinquish that garden space. So it really is a challenge for a lot of people. And in places like Northcote, I guess, where the average block is 500 square metres? Yeah, perhaps 400 or 500. That's why along this street we can see some very impressive second-storey additions. Yeah, a lot of people have made the decision to go up rather than out. It's a dilemma for a lot of people. They have got to decide whether, if they want the 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-living-room home, do they want to sacrifice garden and perhaps pay the premium of going up, or do they want to save money by going out and perhaps sacrifice that garden? It's a challenging question. This place looks impressive. It's fantastic. They've done a really wonderful job here. Andrew's had a very supportive client who has let him put up a number of ideas to them that they've been bold enough to go with, and they've got a fantastic result. Let's have a look inside. Andrew, you're the architect behind this brilliant renovation. We're in the servery. This is a lovely open area.
Yes, it works really well. They have the servery so they can pass through directly to the outdoor areas. Yep. And coming through, we have this skylight which allows light deep into the plant, and especially we have limited north light available, so that gets plenty of light into the space. Which is a really nice open space, obviously, for the living area and dining area. Absolutely, and they get, even on overcast days, they get plenty of light in here. There's also a series of niches and ways of simply and cost-effectively embellishing the space just to make it a lovely space to be in. So that would be like this over here where we've got home and we've got some nice little photos. That's a really nice indentation, I guess. Exactly. Yeah. So they get to embellish it, put their own touch, and so we're catering for that. All right, this is my favourite part over here. You showed me before, the laundry. This is a magic door, isn't it? It's very subtle. We just have a wall. There's a magnetic catch. And in we go to the laundry. Magic. And it means we get the laundry very close to the kitchen. It's great for doing home duties in close proximity. But not any sort of, I guess, not impinging on it or sitting in. No, it's totally hidden away, and no one would know it's there. Will this close it? Yep, it's got a magnetic catch. Just push it and it'll shut. Andrew, upstairs, I believe the brief was to create an area for the kids, a couple of bedrooms. Exactly. We've created a rumpus space for the kids, a couple of bedrooms and a bathroom. We're impinged when you come up with the various planning regulations. So a lot of the design thinking here was how can we get around these design limitations, the planning limitations, and still create a nice practical space and maximise that available space. Low ceilings was part of that? Yes, we didn't have too much option in terms of how high we could go with the wall heights externally. So we did have to lower the ceilings, but we've come up with some various mechanisms in order to raise the ceilings as high as we possibly can and create nice spaces in spite of that. And we've got a great bathroom here for the kids. Yeah, the bathroom works really well. It's a very simple, elegant bathroom. We've also placed a skylight over the bath, which gives us great light and also increases your ceiling height and space when you're in the bath, whereas otherwise it'd be quite low. We've gone to a lot of effort to get the ventilation right upstairs. Because it gets hot, doesn't it? It gets very hot in Melbourne summer, so getting cross ventilation is very important. We've got the louvered windows, which enable us to get 100% ventilation through there, and they're still safe for kids, so no one can actually get through them. One of the issues we have with first floor design is that we can't overlook the neighbouring properties. To overcome that, we've modelled in our software a screen which basically allows you to look out through the window, but as you get up close to it, you can't actually see through it. It blocks the view once you get within a metre or so of the window. OK, David, very impressive. As you said, inside, very nice, and outside, using the deck here, running into a very small garden, but still really nicely done. Yeah, there's a real feeling of space out here. The garden, the deck, the outdoor living area, the servery from the kitchen to the outdoor deck is really fantastic.
And you can see behind you there, Des, the blind that's descending as we speak, controlled only by my mind.
Mind thoughts. That's great.
That's providing an extra bit of protection from the west sun. We've got a west-facing rear lot here, which is always a challenge, but the architects come up with some fantastic ideas to keep the interior as comfortable as possible.
And Mum can still see out from the kitchen there?
Yes,
see the kids?
That's one of the features of the design, that connection between the kitchen, the outdoor living area, the garden. So for parents of young children, there's a real connection able to be maintained and some supervision able to be exercised.
So I guess in summing up, we would say this is a successful double-storey extension where to go outwards wouldn't have really worked.
No, not for the size home that the clients in this instance wanted. They'd have had no back garden left, they'd had no outdoor living area. There's a real zoning been introduced here whereby the parents have got the downstairs, the kids have got the first floor, and it's all been able to be done within the confines of the planning controls. So it really is a fantastic solution.
Great, David. Thanks very much for that. If you'd like to know more, don't forget, go to mptv.com.au and follow the links to Archie Centre.